any new channel. First, we get into the international news.
Palestinian death toll in West Bank surges as Israeli purchase millions follow Hamas rampage. Deadly violence has been surging in the Israeli-occupied West Bank as the Israel military pursue Palestinian militants in the aftermath of the Hamas attack. Restriction right put Afghan women and girls in deadly situation during quakes. UN officials authors Salman Rushdie calls for defense of freedom of expression as he receives German prize. South Korea, US, Japan holds territorial aerial exercise. Egyptian media reports a convoy of 17 trucks bringing aid to Palestinians cross into Gaza. German leaders voice outrage and thousands rally in Berlin in reaction. Leaders voice outrage and thousands rally in Berlin in reaction to rising enthusiasm. UK records a fourth death linked to a storm the batter North Europe. Polls open of Argentina elections that could see right-winning popularity of unsuspected political landscape win the presidency. Pacific and Atlantic hurricanes Norma and Tammy makes landfall on Saturday in Mexico and Iran sentenced to journalists for collaborating with US. Both covered Mahsa Amini's death. 6 dead in Russian rocket strike on Ukraine reports record bomb attack members. Palestinian death toll in West Bank surges and Israeli pursue militants following Hamas rampage. Are electing their parliament polls show right-wing policist socialists may fare well. 2 Israeli strikes Gaza, Syria and West Bank are war Hamas against Hamas. Threats of igniting other fronts. Israel says it's stepping up attacks on Gaza Strip. Venezuela opposition holds presidential primary in exercise of democracy, but it could prove fossil. Polls open of Argentina elections that could bring win. Populist in win presidency. Ukraine's prepare firewood and candles to brace for winter of Russia strikes on the energy grid. What is in a game? Dear, England probes the nation through the lens of their scores teams. US move carriers to Middle East following attacks on US force.
Now let's move to the national news.
New education policy, human rights, space for love in politics and vision for the stage. A dialogue with the vibrant youth of Mizoram reframed my commitment to defend their cultural tradition and help shape a bright future to the state, says Rahul.
You must realize that there are millions of people in India who love your tradition, who love your culture, your religion, your history, the fact that you are who you are. Welcome to our India.
First time I saw Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you were the cutest boy I ever saw.
Thank you very much for inviting me here this evening. I've not come here as a professor. I've come here to understand from you what you expect. I've come here to listen to what your concerns are, what your worries are, so that I also have a sense of what the young people of Mizoram are feeling. Now I'm happy to take your questions.
My question is, what are your thoughts on implementing common civil code for all citizens of India? What are your views on uniform civil code?
There is talk of uniform civil code, but there is no documentation about what this civil code is, about what they are proposing. So until something is on the table, it is very difficult for me to comment on something that is in the air. But I will tell you that I am firmly committed to the idea that we are going to protect your right, your culture, your religion, your tradition. There's no compromise on that. Terrible things, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But they also made me much stronger than I would have been. So that's sort of the experience. That when you've lost something that is so valuable to you, then you're like, okay, theek hai, I went through such a difficult thing, then what is this? This is nothing. That attitude you get. I must say three things. Look, I'm always fascinated by Mizoram when I come here. If you walk in Mizoram, you will find the people nicely walking on the side with you, no pressure. No, what I'm saying is why? Because you have a concept of space of the other person. You have a concept that look, there is another person here and I have to guarantee that person his space. I cannot just go and take his space. Respect that the other person also should have a space, should be allowed to live happily. That is inside your culture deep, that's in your DNA. And that's something that I learned from. And I understand many things.
In Telangana, BJP has been swept away for the Congress wave in its BRS turn.
पिछले 10 साल केसीआर ने आपसे पैसा लूटा है। मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, जितने रुपए केसीआर ने आपसे लूटे हैं, उतने रुपए हम आपको वापस देने जा रहे हैं। बीजेपी छाती फैलाई होती नहीं यहाँ पे। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने पूरी गैस निकाल दी उनकी। उनको पता भी नहीं लगा, उनकी गाड़ी के चारों पहिए उतर गए। आज उनके नेताओं की लाइन लगी हुई है, कांग्रेस पार्टी में आना चाहते हैं। कांग्रेस का मतलब गरीबों के साथ खड़ा होना, गरीबों के साथ मिलना, गले लगना और गरीबों के लिए काम करना।
Wishes to everyone on Durgastami. May your lives be filled with the happiness, prosperity, and peace. We have encountered said Azam Khan and suddenly shifting him and his son Abdullah to another jail. Madras in UP are getting funds from abroad and wrong work in happening. Yogi government took this action. Yogi government has formed a SIT team investigate the misuse of foreign funding being received by Madras. Of this investigation will be conducted under the chairmanship of ADG and ATS Mohit Agarwal. China is not distinct for its action. Helipad built on LAC network of roads late at Pentagon report. Bill Clinton was given $5 billion for not conducting nuclear test. Nawaz Sharif a big claim. Curious about the successful launch of TB-D1 test flight. Discover why three BJP leaders find themselves in a battle against both India and Modi Shah. Accused evading arrest for 17 years arrest in Jammu and Subhan Gill breaks Harshmij Amla's record, becomes fastest 2000s ODI runs. India-Canada relations going through difficult phases, says External Affairs Minister Jay Shankar. ISRO refers women fighter test pods for a named mission possible in future, says Somnath Public Service delivering the duty of the government. Nadda reacts to charge objection of Ratha Pratip's India sent humanitarian aid to people of Palestine.
In yesterday's World Cup match, the match between India versus New Zealand, India won by 4 wickets. Now let's move into the Andhra news.
Chandrababu writes a letter to the people that I will be back soon. Don't worry, I didn't do any mistake. Believe me, these are all fake insults to me. I will be out soon. Cyclone Hamoon may hit AP coast around Dasera. AP CM for refunding antisocial elements. AP reservoirs drying up due to this handless rainfall. Rain forecast as low pressure forms in Bay. AP insurance in the offing of for police families. AP chief blames TDP for Purangan violence. Explanation for Article 23 is provision of traffic in human beings and forced labor. Article 23(1)
traffic in human beings and beggar and another similar forms of forced labor or profited, and any convention in these provisions shall be an offense possible in accordance with the law. What is article number 24? Thank you for watching any news. Keep watching any news, fan news.